What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. And as you might notice, it's not the podcast dad next to me. He will be on in a little bit, but I am joined by one of our favorite people in wrestling. I think that would be kind of an understatement at this point, but we are joined by the frat daddy himself, Bryce Cannon. What's going on, buddy? Long time no see.
Hey, long time no see. I think this is is this the first time since the return?
No.
Or was I on here one other time?
Yeah, it might be the second since the return. And look who we've got, the podcast dad, just in time.
I'll be better late than never.
You're a minute early. I don't want to hear it. It's 6:30 on the dot.
Okay, we'll give it to you.
Whatever. I always make it on time.
Fernando, good to have you joining us tonight. And it looks like Mr. OTM is in the house. Thank you to everybody that is joining us this evening. We've got a lot to talk about with Bryce here. He's gone viral over the last 48 hours here, so we got some questions for him. But before we get into that good stuff, make sure you follow us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are 25 away. We need your help to get there. Podcast dad, what should our friends do?
So one person, if you like what we're doing here, we're trying to have some fun in the wrestling community. We got a little serious talk yesterday, and we'll sprinkle that in from time to time. But hey, we just like to have fun. Go Birds, obviously. Bengals suck, and hey, here we are.
You really should not be talking that shit when Saquon's got the Madden cover this year, bud. How about you hold your fucking horses?
Well, they give it to the defending Super Bowl champions usually. So.
Okay, well, you can say bye-bye to his ligaments and his knees, ankles, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Hey, let's not talk about taking out knees, okay?
Hold on now. You're talking to somebody that's had 2 knee surgeries.
I didn't say we're going to take them out. I'm just saying say goodbye to them because something's going to happen. It's the Madden fucking curse, okay?
Oh, darn.
It's 1 minute in and we're already talking about knee problems. Come on.
You know what? Okay. All right. Fine. I came in a little hot there. I apologize. We do have a guest here, so I guess I will behave. But in addition to all the good stuff that we do on the Wrestling Junkies podcast, show some love to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at @main_event_ on all social media platforms. Tim Vicious's Vicious Rants is out today. You can check that out on his YouTube channel. Be on the lookout for Top 5 at 5 from the Great Brown Hope. It is Tuesday, so NXT Night Shift will be happening immediately following NXT with Mr. OTM and Jay Gold. New episode of OTM coming up this Thursday as well. A lot of great stuff. You can find all that at @main_event_net. But what's a podcast without some wrestling merch? Head over to GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com. Promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site-wide, including this handsome Wrestle Sips t-shirt that we have just dropped. Shout out to Will and the crew. And Podcast Dad, I'm not sure if I told you this, but the Great Brown Hope actually designed a shirt for us that is pretty fucking awesome. I got to send that over to you for you to take a look at.
No, you did not tell me that. Thank you for sharing. I did find my hat, too. But I'm still not allowed to have it. So I'm going to try to wrestle that from her bed tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Bribe her. Isn't that what parents do?
Have you dealt with a 3-year-old?
No.
Exactly. Obviously, I'm not talking to any dads right now. Just take it. Oh my god,
daddy, come on.
Oh my god, just take it. That's a war.
Well,
it's easier just to lose,
Yeah. Okay. Well, that isn't. I think that's everything we got in the way of our social media plugs. Podcast Dad, Bryce Cannon's in the house. We got a lot to talk with you about, buddy. Where the fuck do we start? It's usually we have a format for guests and kind of figure we just kind of work without a net when you come on.
It's the best
I'm just gonna pull up a graphic here, and we're just gonna start with something you got going on this weekend that we know about for sure. We have got Southern Honor 74 coming up June 6th, 2025. You were in the full midst of the comeback tour. So tell us first and foremost, physically, mentally, how are you feeling now that you're back in the full swing of things?
Yeah, feeling really good. I told myself whenever I came back that I was going to kind of go a little slow and feel things out, and I have done the exact opposite. I've just hit the ground running. Any opportunity that comes my way or that I can create, that's what I've done. Whether it be a run-in, whether it be just seeing a GCW World Heavyweight Champion in my state and showing up unannounced and attacking him. If that's what you got to do, you got to do. I knew coming back that I had a bar that I had to set. Whenever I got hurt, I was at the top of my game. And the last thing I wanted to do was come back and not only be where I was already at, but below that. And I feel like I've come back and done way more than anybody ever anticipated me to do.
We've seen you come back with a little bit more aggression this time around, a little bit of an edge. What's gone into that? Were you just pissed that you were gone? Like what's going on there?
You know, I said it in a Southern Honor promo that I believe they've already released, and it's I got to sit back for over a year and watch guys and girls in Georgia try to take my spot. I watched them fail. I watched them, try at their best. But coming back, it's like, am I doing myself any justice by sitting back and letting those people still remain to try, or do I just come in and show them exactly how it's done? And so I told myself, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my own opportunities. I'm gonna make my own opportunities, and quite frankly, if I hurt some feelings and break some hearts along the way, so be it. This is the wrestling business, not the friendship business.
Well said. We got Pat Rouch in the comments here. Said jump right on Dax. We know that's something else that you've been dying to do. We know that you don't care for Dax Anthony. Haven't it's I know it's tough. Just want to get it out of the way. I'm not talking about the video, Chris. All right. He doesn't want to hear about the VHS. He's been a real twat waffle about this the entire time. But just for those that may not have watched Coastal Case Files yet this weekend, if you weren't there in person, I believe it'll be next week before the show airs on YouTube. But just initial reaction to this weekend.
I'll start with the show. We have had great reviews of the show. Everyone in attendance from top to bottom was just talking so highly of the show and how everybody on the card showed up and showed out. Going to my match with Dax Anthony, a match that a year in the making, a match that slowly became personal, a match that honestly started building the night I got hurt in Savannah, Georgia. I said it after the match. I knew that man was going to play and pull any trick he could out of his ass. I knew that he was gonna, do any underhanded tactic he could, and quite frankly, he tried. And I was one step ahead of him until the end. He tried to get out of the ring as soon as the bell started. I followed him, beat his ass around the arena. We got in there, and then I hit the keg stand. He gets somehow a foot on the rope, and I stand up, and he mule kicks my surgically repaired knee and pulls the tights. So, next month, I'll let him continue to underestimate me. So I set the challenge out. He picks my opponent. I'll pick his. So from what I've heard, he's accepted that challenge. So I don't know if he's going to go ahead and announce, my opponent or wait till the night of, but my plan is to announce his opponent the night of. I don't want him knowing anything. I'm not letting him know what's up my sleeve. I've got some tricks of my own. I mean, you guys have followed me long enough that anything's possible when it comes to the frat daddy.
Yeah, and Pat saying wait for it to come out. Shoulders weren't even down. Podcast Dad, you going to try to justify this in some way, the way that you do with Hakeem?
Is this man a Dax Anthony fan? Is that what this is?
No.
Oh, okay. I was fixing to say.
And I apologize. It's not a gimmick. There's a screaming child outside the door. I had to go help because I don't want to get divorced. So, apologize for that. No, I'm not a Dax Anthony fan. No, I am a
great. Okay.
Fan because he is a true champion. Let's be honest. But let's talk a little bit more about Coastal. Obviously, you're going to handle your business with Dax, and
nice dodge.
Good. You'll get on top. Thank you. What is the ultimate goal for Coastal now? Like we've seen Exotic Youth kind of, I don't want to say go their separate ways quite yet, but for you, is the goal back in the tag division, or are you looking more singles?
Right now, I'm looking more singles. Right now, I'm kind of focused more on Dax Anthony. There's a lot on the plate there. There's a lot on the there's a lot of meat on the bone here with this man. I mean, this is a guy who tried to, taunt and torment me while I'm doing a job at the commentary desk month after month. I mean, I'm not just going to let him get a sleazy win over me. And like Pat just said in the comments there, I mean, my shoulders weren't even on the mat. And I honestly didn't know that until I watched it back, which pissed me off even more with the situation. So for Dax, I think he's got the upper hand in this. I mean, buddy, it's far from over. This will be a blood feud. It's been one. The idiot hit me with a freaking computer monitor and split me open. So like I said, this is far from over. By the end of this, Dax Anthony is he's gonna be bleeding guaranteed. But as far as for Coastal, we want it to be the best promotion in the state, and we got that award last year.
Strong words from Mike. Oof.
Yeah, that's a bold take there. I'll let you address that, if you want.
I'm not gonna let he looks like some oversized chooch who's probably sniffing Dax's ass right now, so he can screw off. Join the chooch train, pal.
My goodness, we have again. I don't want to say, the new attitude is something that I haven't enjoyed, but I am thoroughly enjoying the attitude of Bryce Cannon right now. I'm back, I'm going to kick some ass, and unfortunately, Dax Anthony is that first victim.
It's not unfortunate for him. He made his bed and he's going to lay in it.
Can we talk about? And I'm going to flip subjects real quick. There's a picture that you posted on Instagram. If we can see it, you can see it right there. Do you remember that picture?
I do.
I do see that.
The tip looks amazing. Are we growing that out?
Yeah, so I just got it trimmed. I just got it trimmed. So it's not as tall as it is there. It was starting to get a little wild there for a minute. That was after a match, by the way. Actually, it was after a Silent Library match, which I'm sure we'll get into later. But yeah, no, if the tip wants to get as high as it wants to go, I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's just once it gets a little wild and I'm unable to tip it, I have to trim it,
Sorry,
Manscaped, where are you at?
Off the rails.
No, it's okay. Trim and tip. I figured that's about where we would end up in this conversation.
I need two sponsorships out of this. I need a Blue Chew sponsorship for the tip to go up, and Manscaped to keep it trimmed and tippy.
Hey, I'll take anything at this point. Come on!
You good? Did that break you?
No,
you good?
I'm fine. I was just
we're live,
talking
pal.
about the man. Yeah. We're just talking about the man's tip. Relax.
No,
come on.
Big deal. Okay,
it's just a little tip talk, dude.
It's just a little bit of tip talk. I know. Surprising me.
He's flustered. He's a little flustered.
A little bit. A little bit.
I would have said the last person I would have thought would have been flustered if I had some tip talk.
It'd be great if there was a Hugo Ramsey Happy Tuesday in the comments right about now. Anyway, we do have one from Eric here. What's up, Bryce? Lariato is coming up soon.
Absolutely,
let's talk about it. Triple threat match here. Sorry, wrong graphic there. Matt Hardy, QT Marshall, Bryce Cannon, sponsored by the Wrestling Junkies Podcast, I should say. Big match for you. Big fucking match for you and an opportunity of a lifetime.
Indeed, it is. Originally this match was scheduled to be a triple threat between myself, Matt Hardy, and Carl Anderson. However, after some previous events at a Lariato show in Jackson, Georgia, where QT decided to come out after my match and attempt to shake my hand and then out of nowhere give me the diamond cutter. After the show, I had a little talk with the Good Brothers, and I just asked Carl, I said, hey, if this chooch really wants to step in my way, and he wants to get the Bryce Cannon rub, let's let him in the match. And after this, I'll give you your shot. And I mean, after a couple of cold ones on my end, he's a sober brother right now. So he obliged, and so now the match is a triple threat with Matt Hardy and QT. This is one I'm looking forward to. Matt Hardy, a legend. I have nothing but respect for Matt Hardy. And then you got QT. I respect QT to a level, but don't respect the way he got in the match. So, yeah, but we are looking to pack the house on this one. I mean, front row and ringside were nearly sold out the moment we announced it. I think before we even left the building, I think ringside was sold out for this event. The goal, normally we only have one set of bleachers out. The goal for this one is to have both sets of bleachers out and, have merch in like the lobby area. And then I believe today we just added more ringside seats because we are just getting flooded with, tickets being ordered. This is going to be a huge event, a huge match. And I mean, the rest of the card is, phenomenal as well. So Pat Raw, yeah, QT is trash for what he did. I'm not going to say he's a trash human because, he helps a lot of people out and, he does that. But the respect level went down after, what he did. However, Billy Gunn did come out and, help your boy and celebrate it a little bit. So, I can't complain about that.
No. So this is a triple threat match, like you said. You do not have to factor in the decision to lose your heavyweight championship. What's the mindset going into that, and what's the strategy going into this?
Not to give too much away, but the mindset is to be on top of the match the entire time. If I'm on top, or at least aware of what's going on in this match, a pinfall, a submission, a finish of some sort that I'm not involved in will not take place. I have been doing a lot of tape study on both competitors. I've been doing a lot of tape study on triple threats in general. So I'm factoring in a lot of things here because you got Matt Hardy, who is going to be, I feel like, a respectful competitor. And then you've got QT that's going to be willing to do whatever it takes to try to, take this championship away from me. So it's a nerve-wracking situation whenever you think of it like that. But, like I said, the goal is for me to stay on top of this match the entire time.
Tell us a little bit more about the rest of the card.
Yeah, so already announced we have the Chooch Dax Anthony going against Fry Daddy for the Lionheart Championship. You've got the women's title on the line. You've got the hardcore title on the line. You've got the Good Brothers going to be in the house. Simon Sermon, Michael Stevens. There is a couple of matches on the top of the graphic, and I'm blanking out on what those are right now. I know the Dax and Fry match is one of them. Jazzy Yang and the women's champion is on there as well. Let's see if I can pull it up real fast. Real professional of me, huh? Yeah, so Kelsey Heather, she is newer to Lariato. So I apologize for forgetting her name, but she is our women's champion. She will be going up against Jazzy Yang. You've got John Schuyler versus Chase Emery, a debuting Chase Emery, which if you're not familiar with Chase Emery, I mean, he is a phenomenal young talent. He's mainly out of the Carolinas, but this dude is a hoss. He's wrestled names, bigger than life out of the South Carolina region. So him versus John Schuyler in a special challenge match, which I have no idea what the special challenge is. So looking forward to hear more about that as the time comes.
Hell yeah. No, this is about a week and a half out, and again, if you're in the area, incredible show that you don't want to miss. I know we talked about it a little bit, but we might have some tickets to give away to that if you are in the area. I know that we kind of need to talk a little bit more offline about that, but stay tuned. Follow us on X at Junkies Pod for more details about that as time goes on. I got a couple of other things we wanted to ask you about here. This is the big one. Kyle Matthews, Bryce Cannon, Jake the Snake Legacy Championship at Southern Honor. I want to talk to you about this specifically because of the championship itself. This was the first time that I had heard that there was a title named after Jake. So tell me about that importance to you of competing for this championship in this promotion this weekend.
Well, Jake the Snake, a legend and a chooch in his own right. I have some deep history with this man, whether it be on AEW television or programming or in a Southern Honor ring. I mean, Southern Honor just posted the other day, it was this man's birthday, and the graphic is him hooking me for a freaking DDT. Like, come on, like you couldn't have found another picture of this man. But I think a perfect birthday gift for this man would be a champion that he can be proud of. And I mean, yeah, Kyle Matthews, he's been on a run. He's beaten, NWA stars like Alexander Lev. He's beaten QT Marshall. But I don't think he's been against somebody like the Frat Daddy, a determined Frat Daddy, I should say. So I'm really looking forward to Friday because Kyle Matthews is one of those guys that I grew up watching. Rampage Pro Wrestling. He was on the card. I mean, he wrestled for Impact Wrestling when they were at the Macon Coliseum for an Impact taping. Like, I've watched this guy on some of the biggest stages that I wish I was able to be on. So it's a big opportunity in that regard. And this is one of those situations where I saw an opportunity and I ran with it. I created the opportunity myself, and I'm going to take that title myself.
I like the belt collector mindset this year.
It's Again, the mindset has changed. I think it's noticeable. Like, since you've been back, the mindset is like refocused, re-energized, and it's awesome to see. Speaking of that, let's talk about it. How much fun was that Silent Library match?
Fun but stressful. I will set the scene for you. So Friday, after the show, I'm at the merch table and this lady just walks up and she's like, "Who runs this?" And luckily Zicky was walking up as she was like approaching me for some reason, because I was just like, whoa, this guy. And then Zicky's like, I do, what's it to you? And the best line that Zicky said through this whole thing was, "Lady, you don't want me to heal up on you." And so Zicky's talking to her and she's talking about how we need to turn our volume down 10 notches and how it's disrespectful and how she has to pay for her spot and she doesn't know our situation, but she has to pay for her booth and that she's an artist and we're distracting and this, that, and the other. It was kind of getting out of hand. Eventually she walks off and we're all talking about it. And so Saturday I show up to MomoCon for the show and Zicky's like, "Hey, I got this idea for a match." And I'm like, "Oh God. Okay." I didn't even think about the situation that had happened. And he goes, "You're on first, and we're going to do a Silent Library match." I'm thinking in my head, okay, this dude has a bunch of props. He's got the cards that we're going to flip over, and it may be like a move that we have to do or something. Yeah. And I'm like, "What is that?" And he just goes, "I don't know, but I want you guys to just be quiet and make the finish the loudest pop you've ever heard." And I'm like, "All right. Here we go. We'll see. We'll see what we can make of this." So, pulling back the curtain a little bit, Tito and I were like spitballing some ideas, getting some ideas from guys like Sal Renaro and some other guys in the back, like picking their brains, and we're calling spots, and me and Tito are very skeptical. We're kind of like, this is either going to be a huge flop or it's going to go off without a hitch. And so we had called a couple spots, but we had called the back half of the match to be kind of more fast paced, more bumps, for the crowd to get into, just in case like these fans just want action at that point. Yeah. So we get out there, Zicky cuts the promo, kind of, smarten the crowd up of what's going on. And, which I'm glad he did because it got them more involved versus like all disrespect to Diana Michelle. He wouldn't have been able to do that. So Zicky kind of, laid the groundwork for us, and then it was our job to go and build the building off of it. And so we get out there, Tito does his stuff, and they had the music turned down so low. So I didn't even know to come through the curtain. And whenever I finally did, I mean, the fans are just out there doing the waves. Like they're just doing the wave. And I'm like, okay, this is about to be something. Get in there. We lock up and the fans are just shh. And we're like, this is gold.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I was forgetting spots because I was so just mesmerized by what was going on with the audience and how involved they were. But the match couldn't have been any better. I couldn't have done it, I think, with anyone else. I mean, Tito is such a great character to work off of. I was a good character for him to work off of. And we were just able to, create that magic and, let it be a silent library match for whatever that meant. Anytime the ring would make noise, the fans would shush. The chops that we were doing, we were laying them in so they would be louder and more effective for the audience. And we were getting like the holy shit chants, but in shushes. It was shh, 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 shh. And so it was just super cool. The crowd was great. What a great mind Zicky has for it. And then I mean, the ref, Mike Fullylove, good God, he made it because he was over there counting silently. He did his part of just telling us to be quiet the whole match, and his reactions are great, which he's one of the best refs out there anyway. If you're not using Mike Fullylove, then I don't know what you're doing, because he'll make your main event match even better without taking away from it. So I think all things going, everything that made that match work. I mean, it just was great. And you can catch it, not the full thing. It is highlights. It is clips of the match on Instagram. You can get it on my Instagram. You can find it on Interface Instagram, Zicky's. I think we all collaborated on it, but right now it's, I think close to like 40,000 views or something like that. So we're going viral.
It's got to be a MomoCon staple. Feel like next year, like this is just what you do, and that's the signature match. Is a silent library.
No, I think that is a one and done because I don't think we can top it.
That's fair. Yeah, man. I mean, you have just a hell of a summer lined up. You look great. You're feeling good. Again, the attitude shift has been fucking unreal, man. This is just, I think this is what everybody was wanting to see out of your 2024, but you're man, you hit the ground running when you came back this year.
Yeah. PT helped me with that, the running part. So, shout out to my physical therapist.
It popped me.
That is the maddest dad joke. I think I fucking heard on this.
It got me immediately. I mean, just now you broke me. Good job.
That was the goal. You were too serious over there.
Well, I'm trying to make sure that there's no children dying out there, so it's fine. There's a lot of crying. I just want to make sure. Don't have kids. Well, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't say that either.
Wait, so the one time I do say it, you don't want me to say it in that context? Really? That's
just have one at a time. Then how about that?
I think in my situation, I think that's
Well, I don't know. You can adopt
one at a time, dipshit.
But what if you find two?
Yeah, what if you get a deal? Buy one, get one free.
Yeah, what about that? I didn't plan for twins. You know the story. Two separate times. That's not my fault. Kind of. We're off the rails again.
What's new?
We're off the rails again.
No.
Bryce, what else do you have going on besides everything else we've kind of just talked about there?
Yeah, this Saturday, Shindig in Monroe, Georgia for Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. I got a big match there. The guy that looks like he's, I think, picking his nose or sniffing his hand, something down there, Chip Day. I'll make sure he sanitizes that before we lock horns this Saturday. This is a big match, though, in the fact that Chip and I believe it was like 2 years ago, or was it last year? I don't remember. We had Match of the Year in Georgia. We were nominated and won the award for Match of the Year. at Southern States Pro, which is now Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. So this is a match that I know is going to be tough. I've got 2 tough matches this weekend, no doubt. Kyle Matthews, the technical wizard, as well as Chip Day. I mean, these are 2 guys that are known for their grappling styles and hard-hitting styles as well, both of which I watched as a child, which is nuts for me. Big weekend for like the 6-7-year-old Bryce Cannon, who used to sit at Rampage Wrestling and watch these 2, duke it out. But yeah, looking forward to both matches. But Chip, the roles are reversed this go around than it was our first meeting. With that first time with the match of the year, I had something to prove. I was the one looking for the validation, and I was looking to make that name for myself. Chip Day, similar ballpark here, I feel like. He hasn't come out and said this, but just by pure observation, this is what I'm coming to conclusion with. He has been away for a while. I've come back, hit the ground running. Everybody knows my full intention. I've already let people know who the frat daddy is in 2025. Chip Day, he's just using the frat daddy to get relevant again. I mean, that's the best way to say it. He wants to make a name for himself in Georgia again. He wants to put himself back in the tabloids and the headlines and the dirt sheets in Georgia wrestling. And what better way than to go with the hottest guy on the Georgia scene right now, in Bryce Cannon. And that's what he did. I mean, he made his own opportunity. I made a call out. I issued an open challenge, and he accepted it. He wants the Bryce Cannon rub, as I say.
Strong words again. New knee, new attitude.
Yeah,
I love it.
New knee, new me.
That's a shirt.
There you go.
No.
We're full of ideas here. Well, it's a good idea. I think it's a good shirt for him.
Yeah,
I'll just do like the X-ray.
Yeah, that's
with
what
the
not
2
us. No, I
screws
still
in my
have.
knee.
Yeah.
In the background.
I have 2 new knees. It's okay though.
Yeah.
Thanks for caring.
I got the same ones. They're just creaky. Sound like popcorn. Yeah.
Kettle
Yeah.
corn.
All my joints do these days, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah, no shit.
Just saying.
Yeah. I don't feel it sometimes, but
You look great.
35. I know. Thank you.
You say 35?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez. Wow. I thought we were closer in age. I guess not.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We just drink like we are.
I drink too much. This is not one of those
Is
episodes.
this about to be?
That.
I was going to say, is this about to turn into an intervention?
No, we're not doing the very special episodes here. But
not yet.
I do want to get your takes here, just because I don't know. We're probably not going to have you back on this week, but Money in the Bank's coming up this weekend. Who you got?
Grande Americano.
I know.
What a guy.
The thing is, you have to think that this is a very real possibility, man. Like, this is like, if Otis can win it, El Grande Americano.
All right, okay. That was COVID. They were on a roof. We didn't know what was happening.
This is 2025 where they're releasing R-Truth. So,
man, that's another shirt. COVID on a roof, 2025 R-Truth. No, can we just give it to LA Knight?
Why? Why give it to him? Let him earn it.
He has earned it. He's gotten so over. He's gotten so over with the crowd.
So has El Grande Americano.
No, he hasn't. It's done. Because they're going to pull
I think it's just getting
stuff.
started.
They're going to pull some stupid stuff with it.
When he beats Jey Uso, you're going to be crying.
I won't be. Mid-card Jey Uso? No, that's fine.
Mid-card
right,
Jey Uso.
I'm back in. I'm back in. As long as Jey Uso loses the title soon, I'm good.
Well, he's gonna lose it to. I think he's gonna lose it to Sami. Yeah, Rollins, but he's gonna do it with Sami's help. This is setting up the Sami Zayn Seth Rollins World Heavyweight Title story at 42. That's my thought.
That's good. And what's Jey Uso gonna do? Tag team.
Bloodline.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's Jimmy? Like that's
Well, Jimmy's again feuding with Solo, so. I guess. I don't know what's going on. But Jimmy needs something to do. White Six are in the tag team division. I don't know what's happening right now. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Raw tag team division needs something. I'll tell you that. I mean, that
was
stinks.
How many times this year have we seen War Raiders versus Judgment Day?
It's the new Ziggler and Kofi.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's only so many times like you can see that match. I mean, I don't think they have an end goal. I think they're just trying to get past the next couple of months.
And it sucks because SmackDown just seems to be firing. I won't say on all cylinders, but certainly has more stories
taking a turn.
Yes. Well, wait.
It's taking a turn. Okay, let's be like the Wyatt Six has cooled down so much.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, you can't help it, that's an injury thing. So that's unfortunate.
I get it.
They all have.
They could have kept, but they could have kept him on TV and done like vignettes.
I agree with you. I'm just saying that that's
you just disagreed with me. Bryce Cannon did commentary. He stayed relevant.
Facts.
He did.
Ooh,
he did.
Ooh, see this? Check. Next.
That's just me being professional.
See? Unlike Mr. Cincinnati.
Hey, it's our show. I can talk how I want. So.
I mean, we have a fantastic guest on today, and
yeah,
you can't even wear a shirt.
He's like the third junkie.
He's got a shirt. Yeah, I'm a third junkie at this point.
You got a problem with my Pride Month shirt, bud? Is that what you're saying?
No, I got a problem with your arms.
Oh Lord, we're going there, huh? Yikes!
I just want to see how you respond. What's wrong with my arms?
I didn't say anything.
You just said
Nah.
This has officially gone off.
Did you just come back from like the pool? Is that what happened?
No, I did not.
Oh, you work today.
I work every day.
Let's not say every day.
I have a
job.
He's
working right now.
Let's not say every day.
I do work every day.
This is a passion project.
It's still a work. It's still
this
a job.
Is a job, bud.
Nah, it's a shoot, bro.
I got told the other day, you work a lot. And I was like, I'm off the clock right now. And they're like, no, but you're still like messaging people right now about wrestling. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right.
It is crazy that I have like 4 jobs. You know, this is one of them. And
yes,
I'm married to you. So it's good.
You could do a lot worse than me in that department. The work
you could do a lot worse than me. You have.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Let's throw it out all out on the table.
He's
this is becoming one of those episodes.
Yeah, let's throw it out all on the table. Best podcast partner. I don't want to hear it.
You are. I've only had 2, so you know.
I'm the best. I've only had 1. You're my podcast.
Is he the longest?
He is the longest. That last one was 26 episodes. Here we are at 349.
Oops.
Well, I'll be.
Hey, to be fair, one of those 26 episodes was Chris Van Vliet. So.
Oof.
Okay. This episode's Bryce Cannon.
Oh, good one. He did like the video earlier, actually.
See? There you go.
Transitive
apples to oranges.
God, okay. Why? You sound like a bunch of fucking children.
Is anybody watching still?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people watching. I think this is the perfect time to tell our friends to subscribe.
I'm a draw.
Lucky, man. I was getting ready to do that.
Fine.
I told 5,000 people by sharing this post.
See?
I didn't tell just
everybody watching, go tell 5,000 people right now. Just run down your street, shouting into the heavens. We need how many? 25 more subscribers to hit 500?
Yep.
Can we please
25.
get there? I'm asking everybody. Can we please get there by the end of the month? That is our goal now. By the end of June, I want to celebrate July 4th weekend with 500 subscribers. That's my goal.
I like where your head's
do
at.
that. So we here at the Wrestling Junkies Podcast can continue to support fantastic people such as Bryce Cannon and independent wrestling and do what we love. Thank you.
Just tell one person every day. Not the same person every day.
Yeah.
But one person every day.
Create another account. That's fine.
There's enough people on the IWC that do that.
Hey, and every one of those people, if you got multiple accounts, subscribe to all of them.
I won't say no to it.
Just don't tell Dax Anthony.
Yeah.
Dax, you can subscribe too. Just don't comment.
He doesn't seem like the type
smart enough to know how
not
to do
say
that.
anything.
Well, maybe Bryce could do it in the ring for him after he kicks his ass.
I like the sound of that.
See, that sounds good, doesn't it?
It's good to see you, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everybody watching along tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be breaking down NXT, previewing AEW Dynamite. Follow us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Follow the Main Event Wrestling Network on all social media platforms. GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com. Use that promo code WJP2024 for 25% off site-wide. For the Frat Daddy, for the Podcast Dad, I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. Until next time, enjoy the graphs.